Welcome to this Rochester Sentinel newscast. I'm editor Bill Wilson. Today we are talking with Joe McCarter, new chief of the Rochester Telephone Company. He was recently named to the office to replace Alan Terrell, who retired. He is also important to Sentinel readers because he serves on the Rochester School Board. Sentinel readers know a little bit about you. Let's look at your background. Wife, kids, their ages?
Yep, Mandy, my wife. I'll leave her age out, if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
Don't want to get in trouble. Abby is our oldest. She's in 4th grade, 9 years old. Grant is in 1st grade, 7 years old. And Elle is at home. She's 2.
Busy.
Yep.
Your parents are Phil and Katie McCarter, both prominent local figures. You graduated from Rochester High School?
Yep, 1984.
1984. What kind of student were you at Rochester High School?
I think I did fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was in the top 10, so that was okay.
Can you name a couple of Rochester teachers who had a particular influence on you as a student?
Oh, absolutely. There were a lot of them. Miss Calloway, senior English, Mr. Brash in freshman English, Mrs. Wyckoff, algebra teacher. I always went on to do pretty well in math, and I gave her a lot of the credit for that. Earlier on, Mrs. Wildermuth, 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Sutton in 1st grade, who's still teaching. Mr. Orledge was my social studies teacher in middle school. So a lot of good experiences, and I appreciate what a lot of those teachers did.
Where did you go to college?
Indiana University.
And what was your major?
Business management. Graduated in 1988.
Please describe your professional career before you came to RTC.
Okay. Graduated in 1988 from Bloomington and went to work for IBM in West Lafayette. And I was there about 6.5 years and was in sales and marketing, covered the northwest part of the state, and had a great experience. Worked in an office very similar to this size. We had about 35 people. It was a neat family type atmosphere as well. And after 6.5 years, was transferred to Indianapolis. They closed our regional office in West Lafayette, and opportunity presented itself for me to come back to Rochester and work locally. And so I did that. Worked for Tom Mars at Marshall Electric for I think just a little over 1.5 years. Very nice experience. Enjoyed working for he and the family. And did a lot of different things for Tom, mainly in the sales and marketing. Did some new product promotional, new product launch things. And after that period of time, I went back to IBM in a very similar role that I left in Indianapolis. And while I was here in Rochester working for Tom, I met who's now my wife, Mandy. So
that was one of my questions. How did you meet Mandy?
Yeah. She was a car hop at Dick's Drive-In, and so I think it was Brad Good, and I would frequent there quite often for lunch, and that's how Mandy and I met. But so there was a pull to come back to Rochester, and once we got married, we decided this is where we wanted to raise our family. Certainly was good to both of us as we grew up, and appreciate the values of Rochester, and that's where we wanted to.
Hobbies. How about hobbies?
Hobbies. I like working in the yard, as does Mandy. Kids are starting to get to the age where they're enjoying that too, so that's nice. I enjoy golf. It doesn't always enjoy me, but I do enjoy golfing. Really spending time with the family, doing family type things, movies. It was a good long weekend for that over Thanksgiving. Those are the major hobbies.
What's your idea of a perfect vacation?
Perfect vacation would be someplace warm with water where the kids can swim. All of our kids love to swim. I was just figuring it out, but and not too expensive.
What was the last book you read, Joe?
The last book I read would have been The Snowball Effect. Warren Buffett.
And what are you reading now?
I haven't started reading anything. I finished that one prior to coming here, and I am not reading anything currently. I've got a lot of telecom and telco trade rags to catch up on, so that's where I've been spending most of my reading time.
What's your favorite meal that your mother cooks?
My favorite meal that my mother cooks, that's a good one. It's not meatloaf. Favorite meal would have to be, I would say probably ham and beans, simply because my wife won't cook it for me.
Do you cook?
No.
Okay. How would you describe a good day at work?
Good day at work is when you have a lot of customer contact, and either the customers start out happy or at least end happy. I like dealing with our customers and our clients. It's one of the nice things about being back in the community is being closer to that every day. It's a good day when you feel like you've made a difference, either internally or externally with your clients and customers. So that's usually when I feel pretty good. Not so good days are when you're closed up and working on things and you don't get a lot of chance to interact with folks.